Family, you know what I was thinking about? When it comes to Noah. See, you know what Noah was riding off? What I believe Noah was riding off in that ark saying? This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. You see, when Noah rode off in that ark, I believe he had peace that surpassed all understanding. I believe he had peace that surpassed all understanding. And he realized just how big his God was and just how much his God loved him and favored him through his obedience. You see, I believe people were laughing at Noah. They were mocking Noah. You know why? Because they couldn't see what he saw. They didn't know what he knew. They didn't have the same heart posture. And that's why, because they didn't have the same heart posture, God already knew, God already decided that, you know what? I'm gonna do away with them. You know? When he gave Noah that vision, if you go into the Sefer, you will see even further details. I think it's the book of Jasher, if I'm not mistaken, within the Sefer, if it's the book of Jasher, but you will see greater details of just how much after that ark had come to completion, some of them same folk that was ignoring Noah after he worked on that thing for all that long time. See, they couldn't see his vision. So I bet they probably was laughing at him. I bet they probably was talking about him. I bet they probably was mocking him. And as he just continued to put his hand to the plows, God probably was watching all of that saying, I'm going to show them. You see, I'm going to show them. He who sits in heaven, he does laugh. You see? And so as Noah just continued to work on what he was working on, the vision that he saw, the things, the desires that God put in his heart, because it is written, you know, if we delight ourselves in God, he will give us the desires of our hearts. That doesn't mean that if we just say we believe in God, we can do everything that we want to do, because our earthly self, our fleshly self, we want wrong things. We crave wrong things. The flesh crave against the spirit. But when we submit ourselves to God and we seek after him, when we delight ourselves in him, his ways, he gives us desires. So there are some things there that you will be desiring, and God will know what you need to back you up. And as you continue to just keep writing the vision, and the things keep coming plainer and plainer, resource will come. Things will line up. It'll come together, right? And so I believe as Noah continued to put his hands to the plow and he continued on constructing that ark, God saw how he was mocked. God saw how many of his children still were just disobedient. And even when the floods began to come and the waters began to rise, and then a light bulb went off, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, shoot. Then they want to come and knock on that door. They want to come and knock on that door to the ark. And Noah had a conversation with him and said, you only want to be saved. You know what I'm saying? Because you were disobedient. You know, you were disobedient. So you really just only want to be saved. But it's not like he's telling them, if your heart posture really ain't changed. And then they even got angry with him for speaking the truth. You see what I'm saying? They even began to despise him for even standing there telling him the truth. And then so as he began to close the door, they want to try to beat the door down. And then God sent lions and animals to devour them that were trying to beat on that ark. And the flood continued to rise. And as Noah began to ride off on that ark, baby, I believe he was saying, this peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. You know, this peace that I have, the world didn't give it. The world can't take it away. I believe that's what Noah was saying. And so, people of God, continue to delight. As we continue to delight ourselves in God, there are going to be some desires that come to your heart. And then you probably have known from past experience certain things that got you excited when they were just dropped in your spirit, right? And you were like, wow, yes, that's what I like. Wow, yes, that's what I love. And then you go and share it with somebody and they start looking at you like you crazy. Well, you want to do that. You don't need to do that. And then they just kill your little spirit And you be like, no, but this what's in my spirit. I feel so, it makes me happy even thinking about it. It makes me excited. And see, I got a plan. I can do this. And the more you tell them about it, they sitting there in their mind. See, thoughts are things. Now they sitting there in their mind, talking about you and working against your plan in your mind. And you reveal that thing prematurely. And that thing you so desire, sometimes you may have seen a little slow delay. And you may see things drop off. And then it even made you doubt. But as you get by yourself again, God revive your spirit. You get those desires coming to you again. New avenues start happening. New doors start opening up. And you start working towards that thing again. Then you know to hold your tongue. See? Hold your tongue. And let your vision come to fruition. Because everybody don't see what you see. And sometimes it's not for them. It's just for you. You're right? And even if they could see, they don't make the free will choice to surrender and have a heart that's surrendered to God, like your heart is surrendered to God. And so God not meant for nobody to have that thing or take part in that thing but you. And you share it prematurely, it could cause a delay, it could cause opposition, right? So anyway, that's all I want to share. That was dropped in my spirit. They couldn't see what Noah saw. They couldn't see what he saw. And they mocked him. And they laughed at him. And they continued on in their own ways, doing all of the things that they wanted to do, that they desired to do, that pleased them, that satisfied their flesh. But Noah just continued to be obedient and put his hands to the plow. To many, he may have looked crazy. To some, he may have looked like an old foolish man, But at the end, those who laugh, have the best laugh. Have a blessed day, people of God. Keep your dreams and visions to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Everybody can't see what you see. But in the end, you'll realize that it was God leading you the whole time. That's just my little 2 cents.